I am enjoying having an alarm. You know me. I'm very up on security, but in rental houses for the past few years, for my whole life, never had an alarm system. Never really needed one. There was one in my rental house, but put it this way. It was one of those with the silver tape around the windows everywhere, and it had this switch that looked like it was from NASA 1968 at the base of one of the sliding glass doors, and then this big orange, because it had discolored plastic button that you were supposed to push for something, is ancient. So I never hooked it up or never used it. This one, all nice and modern, and I could lock myself in now, and I set the alarm so the motion detectors are shut off so I could walk around the house and everything. And I'm sure a bunch of people got this. This is just what everyone else has in the world. I haven't, though.
Wait, you can't walk around your house if this thing's on, though?
If the motion detectors are on,
you got
to bypass the motion detectors and then just have it set for the doors and windows.
And when he means lock himself in, he means lock himself in his bedroom.
Bedroom?
Well, that's when I sleep. I lock in the bedroom, and then the motion detectors can go on, and then you're locked in your bedroom. If the alarm goes off, you know you have an intruder. The shotgun comes out. I'm firing blindly through doors at that point because I know everyone that's important to me and my girlfriend, that's it, are in the room. Anyone outside the room is the enemy and must be destroyed.
Do you find it easier to keep the biohazard suit inside the room with you?
Yes. I have a biohazard suit walk-in closet that just has different ones for every day. It's a wonderful feeling, security. And, you know, not like I need it. Because, remember my old neighborhood of Great Neck, which I like to now call the slum? The slum that I used to live in? Because there were a lot of Jews living there. And I love living amongst the Jewish people. Because it's a nice, secure area. You know that there's wealth in that area. You know that the property value will go up when there are Jews living in your neighborhood. And there's no real crime going on.
And you like to keep your enemies close.
I wasn't going to say that, but...
Who knew the serial killer was living right next to the police station? Who would have thought that?
You know, I did make a joke with my girlfriend about how long would it take? And I actually had this scenario in my head. I go, how long would it take, honestly, seriously think this, for the police to arrive from the second I unfurl a 10-foot Nazi flag from my balcony in the front of the house? I go, how long would it take the second it goes over the garage doors? Like, I would hit a stopwatch and go, all right. I said like 6 minutes the cops would be there. In 6 minutes. And I might try it one day, but I've got to, fit in with the neighbors first so I could play it off as a joke.
Sure, like when you're going to the bank to get some diamonds with your briefcase, you have to make sure that it's safe. The white angel! This man needs a doctor!
Yeah, it's my old neighborhood of Great Neck had a lot of Jewish people living around me, but I noticed very close, and there were other people of other ethnic backgrounds. I wasn't too hip on that. A lot of Indians, which are fine. They're professional people. A lot of doctors are Indians and stuff like that, which is fine. But sometimes at night, if they're wearing hoods, very hard to distinguish Indian people from certain criminal elements. Very hard. Is this on? Are we on the air yet? I was just saying. But where I live now, it's just Jews galore. It's a small hamlet called Jewville, and it's full of Jews. That's all I live near. They have a community watch. You know the community watch in most neighborhoods? Sure. There's a sign that says, this neighborhood has community watch. And you look at it and go, yeah, sure it does. What are you going to do? Someone's going to see something called. They're all nosy bodies. It's just a sign that's supposed to scare people. My neighborhood has this extra special community watch thing that they do, that they have a disclaimer on the bottom that says this has nothing to do with the town of North Hempstead or anything like that. It's a community watch where the residents have cameras on their houses pointing in various directions, and they monitor them. And they're night vision, and some of them infrared, and they're all over the place. You don't know where they are or who has them. I love it. I saw that sign. I almost jacked off to it. I love it. When I'm hitting my codes on the alarm, I'm watching lights blink.
Jimmy.
I got floodlights.
Jimmy,
Yeah.
you know there's no cameras, right?
No.
There are cameras.
It's all in
there
his mind.
are
There's no-
cameras.
There's no cameras.
There's signs that say, I'll take a picture of the sign.
You do that.
I'll take a picture of the sign.
Mr. Goldberg with his stupid Polaroid.
I'll show you the sign. I'll take a picture.
And you know
I'll
it's
post it.
Jewish because watch is spelled with a V.
He says he doesn't know where the cameras are. You can't see them.
You can't, but they're
Of course
there.
you can't see them, Anthony.
They're there, and I'm going to help because I'm putting cameras up.
Of course
I'll
you are.
help.
Of course you are.
I'm going to help.
Maybe they should have had a sign that says, "This neighborhood is protected by security-conscious ghosts." They're all over the place. They keep a watch on me, don't they, hon?
They
Yes.
can't be seen, yet they help.
They help.
I know there's cameras. There has to be.
I heard there's an invisible shield. Criminals
a
can't
force
see.
field over the entire neighborhood. When he touches it, a blue little pulse light comes off of him, and he goes, "Ow!" and runs away in fear.
And how funny is it that they saw this swarthy Italian move in, and they're all putting their homes up for sale?
They're petrified. I made a point because as I pull into the neighborhood, now picture, if you will, a very nice, upper-class, suburban neighborhood. The streets, freshly paved. Thank you. The sidewalks are groomed and edged. The street lamps are, they look like oldie-time gas lamps. But, of course, they're electric because it is the future. And it's just wonderful. Down the street, look, it's a family outside. Dad is playing basketball with his young son. And then over here on the side, look, there's a mom and her daughter, and the daughter's riding a bike alongside the mom. Maybe they're going to the corner market to do a little shopping.
Ooh.
Anthony.
I hear birds. Wait.
Anthony,
Yeah.
you
Yes?
realize you haven't moved yet. Stop playing Sims.
No, this is my neighborhood now. It's wonderful.
You're playing Sims, aren't you?
No, it's beautiful.
You're not. You're still in your old place, aren't you?
Every car in every driveway
Right.
is a Mercedes or a Lexus. It's wonderful. Caddies. They're beautiful. And so I come pulling up with my first load in the back of my truck. So I back into the driveway, and of course the neighbors, they all want to know who their new neighbor is. And I just brought over some stuff that I didn't want the moving people to touch. So the first thing I bring out are my radio control helicopters, which gets a lot of attention because they're very big, and I bring them into the garage.
And you strategically did this.
Yes, because I know the looky-loos would be like, wow, that's nice, because kids to grown adults look at those and love them. They're amazing.
And of course now they got to stand around and go, I wonder what he's going to take out of this.
But they don't stand around. They still playing basketball in their driveway or bicycling or the woman, one of the women across the street was kind of just out in the front yard because we moved Saturday, and Saturday was a beautiful day here in New York. Perfect day for moving in this beautiful suburban neighborhood. And the second load I took out, Opie, was my AR-15, my shotgun, and my duffel bag of ammunition. That came out, and I slowly walked from the back of my truck in the driveway. Didn't go through the garage, which was readily accessible right there to hide anything. I went to the front door and slowly walked, not looking or making eye contact with any of the neighbors.
Of course not,
But
because that would be bad.
slowly walked in
Anthony?
because I want everyone to know where I stand immediately.
Yeah, that girl and her mother may come over and break in and put cookies in your bedroom. What do you think is going to happen with these people? Get off at 145th Street with your address and show the guard and go, "This is where I live, criminals."
I just want everyone to know what's going on in that house.
Right,
course.
mental illness.
The next few years is going to be a lot of fun to do this radio show with you, man. Because
I love
it's
the
happening
neighborhood.
in front of our eyes.
As you throw a sink through the window and escape.
Escape from his own house.
I want to show them the model of the Devil's Tower I made in my living room. It's wonderful.
Look, guys, it's a helicopter. And they'll go over to look at it. They'll see like little Nazi insignias on the side, and it even drops things on people, does it?
I could fly this anywhere, over any of your houses.
Let's say hi to Tom on Long Island. Tom, what's up?
Tom, this is Tom. Tom, sorry about that. Anthony, your neighbors are already selling you out where you're living.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like it wasn't 5 minutes. I was in a bar. We were hanging out actually not too far from where you are. And they, oh, you moved in over here. The contractor's next door. You're having a house done next door, right? Somebody's building something next door to you.
Wow, you're very good, sir.
Yeah, and then.
All right. Don't give too much detail.
Yeah, not too much information, my friend. I don't want to have to shoot
are they
somebody.
Shooting a movie in your neighborhood?
They were shooting a movie, yeah.
What was it? Anything good?
I don't know. I went down the road to check it out, but I didn't stop.
Looks like The Sopranos, the way your house.
Speaking of
What? You asshole.
they got your house on TV right now.
Hey, wait a minute. What is that? It kind of looked like my neighborhood. What the hell are they doing?
All right, Tom.
All right, Tom. Stop by for a beer, my friend.
Okay.
Okay, he will. He'll be shot, but
Yeah.